Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
All right. Leave all this in. Leave it all in.
Shit.
Hello and welcome to episode 187 of
It's a 187 on an
undercover cop. 187, also the best Gonzalez film, aka one of the best Clifton Collins Jr. films.
Hey,
AKA,
that's the one. Samuel L. Jackson, right?
Yeah, that's the one where the teacher murders the kid.
Yeah.
Yo, back when Samuel L. wasn't Samuel L. and he actually had to act in shit instead of saying motherfucker all the time. So 187. Watch that shit. That shit is peak 90s. But yes.
Or don't watch it.
Was that?
You don't watch it.
Or don't watch it.
Don't watch it. I'm sorry, Jeff.
I
that movie's bad.
No, yeah, it's bad, but it's like it's 90s bad, which means it's hilarious.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. So this is episode Murder 187 Cop Code of the Film Blurs. I am Jeff Stewart, aka Uncle Jeffrey, and I am joined here as always with my friend and co-host.
What's up, ball bags? It's Brandon Norwood. We're here today talking about the new Edgar Wright movie. He readapted the novel because, you know, as much as I love the one from the 80s, the one that came out before I was even born, it has nothing to do with the original book.
So I love the OG Arnold Schwarzenegger Running Man film. It is actually one of the best
action
80s action films. Also one of the best Schwarzenegger films from that era. Right?
Yeah, son. That was peak Arnold, baby.
Right. Like that was Arnold.
Yeah,
that was Arnold. Right. So before watching the remake, I decided to dive into the Stephen King book, which is actually under his pen name,
Bachman.
Richard Bachman.
Oh, Jeff.
Yeah.
Real quick, have you been watching Welcome to Derry?
Yeah, I hate that fucking shit.
Really?
I hate it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Like we're gonna get into it. Let's get into it. I'm sick of Andy Muschietti's CGI bullshit. Right? I tried to like this Welcome to Derry, whatever, because I knew it was going to be a part of the It universe, but I thought it was going to be larger. I thought it was going to be like Castle Rock. Right?
It feels like that because there's been references to the Dark Tower. Dick O'Halloran is like basically a supporting character in this motherfucker. Like it feels like it's doing Castle Rock except better because like Castle Rock was never that good to me.
So this seems worse to me than Castle Rock, just because, like I said, I'm sick of his CGI bullshit. Right? It was this third episode that put me over the edge. Right?
Really?
When they're riding the bikes through the fucking
the
cemetery,
fog?
The fog, and that just it felt like it was a Disney ride. Right? It felt like.
I see how you can say that. It didn't bother me just because, like, I'm watching a It TV show. You know what I'm saying? I just maybe because I had no expectations for this, so I'm just blown away by like just how fucking hard hitting it is. Like, I ain't like the first episode at all, but it's these last two that really hooked me.
So like the last episode, like the first episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking like it wasn't. I didn't hate it, but it didn't really like show potential until the theater at the end, and then I was like, oh shit, they're going there. Okay.
I honestly, I was eating popcorn
Uh-huh.
when the kid gets picked up in the car, and once the baby started coming out, I put my popcorn down. And I was like, yo, I started getting woozy. I had to like pause it and just be like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's just like it's all the CGI, like the CGI that doesn't need to be there, right?
I get where you're coming from. I really do. But I'm just like, this
And
is
then, but
post Game of Thrones HBO, you know what I'm saying? So
right,
like,
and this is it's the same thing that I felt with the It movies, right? I didn't hate the It movies, right?
yeah.
I thought they were effective, except for all the CGI bullshittery. When it looks like CGI, to me, it ceases to be scary. Fucking use some shadows
Okay.
and build yourself a fucking puppet.
All right.
Right?
Well, look, fair. I'm not gonna even argue that. Fair, because I get on
Yeah.
that shit a lot too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. It just doesn't bother me here.
That's fine. That's fine. Like I'm not taking anything away from anyone who enjoys it, and I can see the value and the potential in it. It just infuriates me that we're still in this It universe, right? And you got HBO money now, right? Like you got HBO money.
Remember, this is
Fucking
HBO under
what-
Zadloff too. Just
True.
keep that in the back of your mind.
True, but
Motherfucker
like
who will sell his soul for $1 million.
yeah, yeah. Oh, like perfect example. In episode 2, when the chick's mother, like she gives birth, her mother gives birth to her as like the kid, you know, the black kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
That could have all been practical, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
Anyway,
enough. Look,
anyway, back to the Running Man. So
did you get your episodes?
for
'Cause
what?
I got mine yesterday.
For what?
Oh, they sent
For-
me 6 through 8.
Nah, I gotta talk to Brisha about that then, right?
no.
Or do I?
I came
do I gotta talk to
directly
them?
from WB. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the one guild.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay,
get
all
them,
right.
and that's fine. Didn't need them. You, I'll watch them as they come, but I'll let you handle that.
All right.
So yeah, back to Running Man. So I read the OG book, you know, the
Right.
Richard Bachman, aka Stephen King book, and the 80s Running Man, right, is as if they took the book, they rolled up the pages and used the pages to snort cocaine, right?
I mean, yeah.
That's how far off from the book this OG movie is. Like I said, still love it, but after reading the book, right, I'm like, yo, they took some wild fucking turns away from the source material. Like almost, besides the fact that the character's name is Ben Richards, honestly, and the fact that it's a game show in the future, it is a different property, right? It's a different concept, different idea, right?
Yes.
And what going into this, the remake or readaptation, you know, I'm watching the first trailer. I'm like, oh shit, are they really going to adapt the book? Like truthfully, because the book goes hard, right?
It's a
The
lot
book goes real
darker in
hard.
tone
Yeah.
than the first trailer. And let's keep that in the back of your mind about the tone of the first trailer, because that's something I want to get into. But
Right.
keep going.
Watching, you know, and like coming into this movie, watching it, I was unsure whether I was going to like it, because the first 10 to 15 minutes before we actually kind of set things in motion, it seems
It's bad.
off. It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm right there with you because like the movie starts and we don't even get like an opening shot or nothing. It's just directly mid conversation close up, and I'm
Right.
like, wait, nah, and it's so jumpy and cutty too. Like it feels
Right.
like we're missing coverage or some shit like that. Where I'm just like, why is this so choppy and so sudden? And it's this big emotional moment of him not only losing his job, but
Mm.
then being like, oh yeah, fuck your baby, you brought your kid here, fuck you and your baby. And I'm just like, bro, like we needed a little more,
Right.
you
I needed
know,
a little bit more to like this dude, right? To
yeah,
ground ourselves in this character.
right. And then in
Right.
the situation, you just
Right.
can't throw
And
that at your audience off the rip.
right. And so like, and here's the thing, uh, that threw me off because in the book, the first scene of the book is the last scene of the book, which is the last scene of the movie. Which is supposed to be the last scene of the movie. We'll get into all that shit. So that threw me off because the tone, like you said, it felt like it was bad. It felt like TV, right?
Yes.
Right. We're in
Yeah.
the middle of it.
Yeah.
It felt like someone who had watched Edgar Wright films and was like, "That's kind of cool. I'm going to try to ape his style, but not really know why he does what he does." Right? It really wasn't until we get to the network, right, that things start solidifying.
Y- And even then, it's still kind of wildly inconsistent in its tone. And I
Right.
think that's part, like, I've been thinking about it a lot. And I think
Mm.
that's part of the problem is because, like, the first trailer is what I expected this movie to be. Because that first trailer, the energy of it is Edgar Wright, like an
Right.
action, a lighthearted action comedy of this dude, or not even an action comedy, but like a lighthearted action adventure movie
Right.
that, like, this dude's gonna go on this show to win $1 billion so that way he could take care of his wife and his kid, his sick kid. And it it fluctuates between like like serious and
Right.
then like tries to be comedic.
It's trying to be an Edgar Wright film. I think that's the problem with the entire thing. And that, mind you,
It doesn't feel like it though. It does not. This is the first time where I was just like, man, this does not feel like an Edgar Wright film. Like there's only a couple of parts where I was like, okay, that's Edgar. Like, you know where he has the disguise on the first time and he's standing
right.
in front of all those wanted signs and then he
Uh-huh.
turns his head, the thing turns its head, and then he turns his head the other way, the thing turns its
Right.
head the other way. I was like, okay, that's that Edgar Wright shit. But for the most part, this felt like
It
a
felt like someone trying to do Edgar Wright. It felt like a mimic of his style.
well, for me, it felt like somebody was just hired to make a movie because, like,
Mm.
it feels like a studio director is what I'm trying to say. You know,
Right. Okay. Right.
like,
It doesn't feel like an auteur.
yeah,
Right.
not a studio auteur, but a studio director. Like,
Right.
and by that I mean like Louis Leterrier or well, like Scott Cooper.
Right. I'll give you that until we get, there inside IFC or whatever it's called. Or more importantly, when the actual game begins. Right? And like, mind you, I really like this film despite all the unevenness of the tone, right? And I don't even mind that it switches tones. I mind that it switches tones without any sort of ebb and flow, right? There's no sort of like
And the entire
wave
movie
connective,
feels rushed. Like there's things in
right?
this where I'm just like, we gotta wait. Me as a man, an audience member watching this, we gotta slow it down a little bit. Like when they meet Daniel Ezra's character, and he's just like, "Man, you're the linchpin to this whole thing blowing up. Come on, trust me. You're gonna be the face of the revolution." I'm just like, why should he trust you though? Like, we needed to slow things down. Even when they get to Michael Cera's character, I'm just like, you guys gotta like explain these people a little better, because like if I'm Ben, I wouldn't trust not a fucking person, even though they
Right.
do help him out. I'm like, there's no reason for him given to ever trust these people.
And here's the thing: the book is short, right? The movie has everything that the book has, but seems shorter than the book, right?
Jesus Christ. And that's what's crazy, because this movie's like over 2 hours. It's like 2:10.
Right. And but like I'm seeing the stuff on screen, right? That I read in the book, and it's like, oh, that's cool, but it doesn't feel earned. Like that stuff with Daniel Ezra, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an entire like 2 chapters,
Okay. Yeah. So that makes sense why yeah. So
right?
I'm right then.
Like, right. So
Okay.
that the hotel bombing,
Yep.
that's a huge set piece in the book, right? You're in that for like fucking damn near 10 pages,
Oh shit.
right? Like, cause he gets stuck, right? When he's going down the hole,
Oh. Oh
right?
shit.
He gets stuck and he almost dies, right? And then in this, it's there, but it's like on to the next one.
Yeah, because he
On to the
just
next one.
slides down
On to the
once
next
the
one. Right.
fireball comes. He just slides down and hides under the water.
Yeah,
Versus
that's
what you're telling me, that's more suspenseful.
right. This is a thing. Like in the book, it's a thing, right? And like I don't mind changes to the source.
Right,
I really don't. But something like that scene is bigger, right? The scene, like the whole entire sequence with the carjacking, right?
Yeah.
That is huge.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the book,
the way this movie, yeah, that whole thing, tonally
right?
wise, from that point on to the end, is just so uneven, even there. I'm like, bro, what is this?
Right? Like because he spends a day in a town in the book before he even gets to the road to get to carjack this chick.
Oh yeah, that was a montage.
Yeah.
Because he sleeps in the abandoned house.
Right. Like his old Alabama house. Like that's a whole entire sequence. He meets a kid, right? He has to convince, he's got to come up with a decision like, do I kill this fucking kid? Or like, yeah. And there's a thing.
Okay, so this should have been a mini series, basically.
And that's what I felt about it, right? Like, because I loved seeing it on screen, and the fact that they kept most of the book in there, right? But got rid of Stephen King's trademark racism when it comes to black people, right? So it felt like that. It felt like an honest to goodness adaptation of a Stephen King property, but just super rushed. And like you're saying, yeah, if this were a miniseries, or I'll even give you a part 2, right? If I got a part 1 and a part 2 of this, I wouldn't be mad.
You mean split the story?
Split the story into 2 movies.
Okay, so Kill Bill it,
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest issue with this is
They should have dooned it.
I should have doomed it, right? Like very rarely do I say, let's make a movie longer. But in this case, I think it would Running Man Part 1, Running Man Part 2.
I also just doesn't think it doesn't help that the politics isn't sharp just because we're living through this. So there's like, the shit's not really that funny when it tries to be funny, because I'm just like, dog, I'm laughing at real life right now, and like,
right, we are 30 seconds away from. I mean, like that first game show that we saw, right?
Oh, the hamster wheel, yeah.
Right. That's nothing but The Biggest Loser.
Yeah,
Right,
man.
we're there.
Yeah,
like, we've been there.
Yeah, man. And I'm just like, this, y'all. this is supposed to take place in the future, and we're living through it now, so it also just doesn't help. Like that Kardashians jab, I was just
the
like,
Americanos.
yeah,
right?
I was
Like,
just like, oh, okay, all right, like that's fucking lazy, y'all. Like shit.
but if it's like this stuff was cutting edge when Stephen King first wrote it, right?
Right, but I'm saying, and I, I don't fuck with South Park, but even I know Matt Stone and Trey Parker would have wrote better jokes
Right.
if they did this screenplay than this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And because the book is dour. The book is real dour. I appreciate the fact that they tried to put some levity into this.
Are you glad they changed the ending?
Yes and no. Right? So the ending, we can't talk about the ending in relation to the book without spoiling the ending, right? So we're not going to talk about that, like what happens. But when I saw the trailer, I thought there's no way they would have the balls.
Oh no, not from a studio. Like if they're going to do
Right.
the original ending, dog, that means this
Right.
is an A24 neon focus movie. You know what I'm saying? Because like let's be real, A24 they already announced they're stepping up and putting out blockbusters. Like Death Stranding's on the way, Elden Ring. What the fuck is that gonna be, dog?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
what's his name? Alex Garland doing Elden Ring, and y'all making that a major blockbuster from that guy. Can he write a crowd-pleasing movie is my question.
I don't think he has to, man. All he has to do is not piss off the fans of Elden Ring. I think that's the only, like some of these movies, all you have to do is not piss off the OG fan base.
All right, well, yeah, because all right, I could see A24 making this though, dog, because this is the budget for this is $100 million, and more than the Predator. I'm like, oh, this shows because they both had the same budgets.
Right.
Because there's parts of this movie where I'm like, oh, the seams are showing a bit, dog.
Okay, I mean, here's the thing. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the movie, so I wasn't looking for this. I didn't any seams that I saw. I kind of glossed over because when it hits, it does hit. I do feel like the tension of him running, right? Like I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm in it with him.
Yeah, and I do like Glenn Powell. Like I think he's
what?
good in this, man. I'm not even gonna lie. The one thing I will give them is casting well because there's characters in this who are in like William H. Macy. When he's on screen, you feel the history of those two characters. Same with Jayme Lawson, which I talked about in the interview, where you feel their relationship in their scenes. You know what I'm saying?
And then that way, the movie succeeds in truncating the story.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It's the acting and the character work that does the heavy lifting for the backstory or the connecting the dots in this. And let's talk about Coleman Domingo. Fucking
just carrying this shit on his back. I'm like, my man's back must be breaking.
Right? Like fucking give that motherfucker a movie. Right?
Yeah,
give that character Bobby T. Give Bobby T a movie.
Yeah. Even Josh Brolin, man, those teeth. I was just like, wow.
So like all right, so was it me? Did like Josh Brolin have some work done or was he wearing fake teeth?
Those were veneers, dog. They put veneers on him.
All right, because it's like, yo.
That was on purpose, man. You couldn't tell?
Yeah. I can't tell anymore. I knew his aesthetic was different, but I can't tell anymore when someone has if they're doing it for the movie or if that motherfucker just got some work done.
No, that was fake teeth, dog. Those were fake veneers.
Right, but like I don't know if those are his fake veneers.
No, man, come on. I think like he was just in something else, weapons.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
You know Hollywood, man. You know how vain these motherfuckers are.
Jeff, come
Look,
the fuck on, man.
look. I'm just saying, right? Like Nicole Kidman looks like she's wearing a Nicole Kidman mask.
Well, I mean, that's just because of the Botox, dog, and the
Right? So like I
constant
can't.
nip tucking.
Right. But yeah, Josh Brolin, fucking the menace in it, and like the way Josh Brolin plays this network exec is like, yeah, I can see why someone would sign up for this shit, right?
Yo, and I love how the president is on the money. I was just like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And there are nods to the OG, right?
Yeah.
And that was one of the jokes that was kind of funny,
Well, yeah, because we understood.
right? Yeah. That was funny. That was a nice little wink and nod. But for the most part, nothing besides these little winks and nods to the OG, nothing from that Schwarzenegger film makes it here.
I'm gonna be real with you, dude.
Right.
I like this movie. Like, I don't hate it, even though it sounds like I do hate it. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. Will I watch it again? Maybe not. Like, I even like Last Night in Soho to me is 10 times better than this. But I gotta say, dog, I kind of like the original better.
And that's fine. That's fine. And I get it. Because honestly, the original and this, two vastly different, they're different movies with the same character.
I mean, this is more towards the Stephen King novel than
Right.
the original
like
was.
The original is big dick 80s Coke energy.
Do you like the
Right.
novel better than this movie?
No.
Okay.
Right? I like the novel fine enough. It's just the novel was so vastly different from what I was used to. I was just like, wow. Like how did they get that from this? Right? I do enjoy the movie more than I like the book. But yeah, so going back to us talking about the end, right? For what they did to change the ending, I'll accept it.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Right?
Because look. First and foremost, you have to play to your audience, and the
Right.
OG ending is not going to play.
Right.
To
The
an
book, the book ending, I knew they didn't have the balls to do the book
especially
ending.
post 9/11, man.
Right.
Come on.
Right. So
I want to get Survivor made, and they'll never let anybody make Survivor, man. I would love to do. Have you read that book?
No, what's Survivor?
Chuck Palahniuk's Survivor.
No. Oh, it's a Palahniuk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be.
It
All
involves, and the whole thing takes place on a plane. One dude on a plane,
All right.
and
Enough
you'll
said.
understand how he got that plane
All right.
as he recounts his story.
All right. That's gonna end up on the list. But for them having to do a studio ending based on the OG, like the ending of the book, it is the best case scenario.
Yeah, because like we said earlier, like this would have to come from like a mid-level studio if you wanted to do the original book ending, dog.
Yeah, like it would. You couldn't get away with that, right? Like it would tank the movie.
Yeah. It would be coming out in April from A24 Neon versus November, which honestly, after seeing the movie, I'm like, you guys really should have, and this is R-rated especially, you really should have put this out when Mortal Kombat moved, because like after Tron, it was basically nothing, and like I don't understand how this didn't move. It's coming out the same weekend as Now You See Me. And from what I've been talking to other people, I'm not alone in how I feel, and that I enjoyed Now You See Me more than this. And this is a lot, and take this to heart. This is a much fucking smarter movie than Now You See Me. But I mean,
yeah, no, I get it. Like you can realize something's better and enjoy something else more.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Perfect example. I was just watching Deep Impact because it's on Netflix. Right? Deep Impact is a much better film
Then
than Armageddon.
But Armageddon
Right.
is the more
Entertaining film. Right?
And that's the thing, like not only you coming out the same weekend as Now You See Me, but also Predator just opened last weekend. Like, why the fuck did you pick this release date? Like, y'all literally should have came out when Mortal Kombat moved. Because now, next week, it's Wicked. Because, we're going to do our Wicked review.
Right. And then right after that, Zootopia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. And then what's right around the corner?
And then right around the corner, you got Avatar. Right? Like, this is...
Y'all picked the worst fucking time.
This is big dick franchise season.
Yeah.
Right? This is big dick property season. Like, it's hard out here.
This shit should have probably came out the same weekend as Weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like that first weekend of August.
Right. And nice counter programming. Right?
Yeah. Because this is definitely a summer blockbuster, not a fall blockbuster.
Right. And like, here's the thing. I enjoyed this movie. I'm going to go see it again. Right? I don't know if I'll enjoy it as much the second time around, though. Right?
Is it at the top of the heap for Edgar Wright for you?
At the top of the heap?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Right? But it's not the bottom.
All right.
It's not at the bottom. It's squarely right there in the middle. To me, his best movie, and I love the Cornetto trilogy.
Right.
Mind you. For me, Baby Driver is the best Edgar Wright has ever been.
Man, I just thinking about that movie is so much better than this, and this is trying to be almost the same exact fucking thing.
Right.
Like, I don't understand how that is serious and funny and is part musical, part really gritty crime thriller all rolled into one, and it works. And when it fluctuates between tones, it never feels off
because it's earned. The tone fluctuations are earned throughout Baby Driver. And honestly, I thought in the beginning of The Running Man, when we see Ben walking right through the city, like walking to the studio, I was expecting some Baby Driver level shit, right? You know that scene where the
opening credits. The opening credits, yeah.
The opening credits of Baby Driver is like, I was expecting some because Edgar Wright can't just let a motherfucker walk, right?
Because he does that in Shaun of the Dead. When Shaun of the Dead 2 times, when before the world ends and then after the world ends, and he's just oblivious both times.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Edgar Wright can't let a motherfucker just walk, right? So he always does some special shit with like a walking scene, and here it's just meh, right? We get to see it spells out the world for us, but it's not fun.
Yeah. It also, he used the same DP as Last Night in Soho, which is a gorgeous looking movie. But this here, I don't know what happened. Like, I know this is their first time shooting digitally, and I gotta be real. Like, he needs to just stick to shooting on film, dog. Because this movie looked pretty fucking bland.
I mean, look, here's the like, it wasn't overlit,
right?
But there was no.
It looked like an HBO show.
Right. It was no flair to it.
Because
right?
Task looks better than this, dog, and it's shot better.
Yeah. This felt like with the shooting, it felt real meat and potatoes.
Yeah. Which it shouldn't be, because the DP that he's currently using used to be Park Chan-wook's DP.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, on all levels, this does not feel like an Edgar Wright film. Right? If you had told me that, like name a workman director that we haven't mentioned already.
James Mangold.
Right. If you told me James Mangold directed this, I was like,
yeah. And you know what? For James, if this came out under James Mangold, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is at the top of the heap for him.
This is peak. Mangold.
This would be his second best movie after Logan.
Oh, but this is a Kinberg production, so he's listed as a producer. So that kind of makes sense now.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that's right. I
if you
completely forgot.
yeah, if you if you're new to the show, we are not the biggest fans of Mr. Simon Kinberg.
You know what? You go look up his CV. Look at what he's produced. Come back and tell me why. That's crazy because there's been screenwriters who've been killed for less worse offenses than him. Like his first screenwriting credit is literally one of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen.
What was his first one? Well, no, that was Triple X 2?
Yep.
No. Yeah. Triple X 2. Yeah.
That movie, the first one's a piece of shit.
Right.
And they somehow made a movie worse than the first one. And the crazy thing about it is Ice Cube has more charisma than fucking Vin Diesel, dog. Like,
I haven't seen the third one, The
Oh,
Return of Xander Cage.
I like that one though.
Yeah.
It's not
but
good.
you like
It's
it
not
because it's
good.
bad.
But it's fun.
And that's
It's
all I
bad
want.
though. It's bad. Like I'm be real with you. I'm mad there hasn't been a Triple X 4. This
Look,
motherfucker too busy trying to keep making his Dungeons and Dragons movie nobody wants.
you mean the last witch puncher or whatever it's called? The
Yeah,
last witch hunter or
man.
whatever.
Yeah, man. Fucking that
Part
and trying to get another Riddick movie made. And I'm like, dog, look, I'm perfectly fine with Pitch Black and Riddick. Like if I don't get another one, I'm chilling, you know?
Right.
Chronicles of Riddick, that shit don't exist to me. Like that's a movie that is just a bad fever dream for me. To me, there's only 2 Riddick movies.
Yeah. And like the Riddick, like the third one, I kind of want to go back and watch that again.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real good. It's real fucking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, nigga. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Vin, dog, like, if you want to play Riddick again, like, you got to get back in the gym. And this is coming
Right.
from somebody who has to desperately get back in the gym. But, like, Vin, like, you, my man, you start to look like a potato.
And like, here's the thing. Stop. I know he's got all this money from these Fast and the Furious movies, a franchise he didn't even want to be a part of.
Yeah.
Mind
We
you.
got into that the last episode.
Right? But like, he was at his best in Riddick.
Yeah. Yeah, sir.
Like, I mean, that Pitch Black is what put him on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
Pitch Black.
Riddick shouldn't have been as good as it was.
Yeah.
Riddick shouldn't have gotten made, but it shouldn't have been good as it was.
I like how that nigga has tried to leave every franchise he was ever part of except for Riddick.
Right. And like that's the one with the lowest amount of entries.
I would rather see but I will say this, I would rather see another Riddick versus another Last Witch Hunter.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even seen the first Last Witch Hunter.
Oh, you never seen it?
Dude, it stares, man. My algorithm is trying to convince me to watch this shit, right? Because I think my TV wants me to have a heart attack, right? My TV,
man.
like all of my streaming services are plotting is like, we gonna make this motherfucker kill himself, right?
Jeff.
So they're slowly introducing the worst movies ever, and I
Jeff.
think it's that's the movie that's like, you know what? I'm done with life.
Jeff.
My body's gonna give out, or my mind's gonna give up.
Jeff, that is so much more worse than you can imagine.
I'm imagining it being pretty I'm imagining it being worse than Bloodsport.
Oh, it's worse than that. You know what? It's even worse.
Okay.
It's worse than The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Remember
I
that short
know.
from Fantasia where Mickey was the Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Yeah.
They
That was
decided
fine.
to take that short and make it
Yeah.
into a feature-length blockbuster, summer blockbuster.
But without Mickey Mouse.
So Jay Bernthal
Oh.
was in the Mickey Mouse role, and then the Sorcerer was played by Nicolas Cage. I wish I was making this up. Has a theme song by One Republic, aka Pre-Imagine Dragons. Yo, real movie. This was a Jerry Bruckheimer production.
It's
and
all
they
coming
spent-
back to me. It's
they
all like yeah. Go ahead.
The studio lost so much money on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I forgot all about the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I forgot Nick Cage had a Disney career, right? Like there was a time in this universe, in this timeline, where Disney was like, we want to be in the Nicolas fucking Cage business.
Yo, they're still trying to get him and Jerry are still trying to get National Treasure 3 off the ground.
Well, they got to get to the races, because if we're getting a Mummy 4, right?
Oh yeah, baby. I'm
We're getting
hyped for that, baby. I'm hyped.
Right?
Even though the Mummy sequels are both dog shit. I'm just
Right?
hyped there's another one.
But it's a race to like recapture the nostalgia of the early 2000s, right? So who's going to hit it first? Is it going to be Bruckheimer with National Treasure, or is it going to be Mummy 4?
Oh, it's going to be Mummy 4, because guess who it's written and directed by?
Who?
Radio Silence. They're doing it.
Yeah.
Yo, man, Scream 7 was hard, though. Oh, did you see the trailer for 8?
I didn't even know they put out a trailer for 8.
Yeah.
Don't care. Because I hated 6.
You mean 5?
Right? 5. All right, I hated 5.
Oh, yeah, so my
Wait.
bad. So, yeah, the new one's 7. So I'm thinking
All right,
about
yeah.
6. 6 is the one that I like, because that was the one there in New York.
Right, yeah. I hated 5.
Right.
6
That was tight.
makes up for 5.
Right.
And then they fired everybody.
And mind you, Neve Campbell didn't come back for 6 because they didn't want to fucking pay her. And then
Right.
because they fired everybody, they're like, well, fuck, we got to pay her now.
Right. So, like, look, you fucked around and you found out. Just pay the people the money, right? It's a horror film. You're going to make it back.
I mean, I'm going to give this new one a chance just because it's written and directed by Kevin Williamson. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, all right, if homie's back, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to the press screening, because I went to the, you know, I'll be real with you. I thought 6 was going to be a piece of shit just because I hated 5 so much. And then
But
lo and behold.
Didn't they get us drunk for 6, though?
Nah,
No?
we didn't get free booze. I think we got booze, but it wasn't free.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what made it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were a little tuned up.
Yo, listen,
yeah, 6 is good.
6
is good.
Yeah, man, 6 is good.
I mean, 6 is good for a series that shouldn't have this many sequels.
I will say 6 is the third best in the series after 1 and 2.
Yeah, I'll give you that. 100%.
Because 3, I will even say 5 is better than 3. 3 is a piece of shit. Like 3's terrible.
The only reason people talk about 3 is to say how bad 3 is in comparison to everything else.
Yeah, like,
Right?
I don't
No one-
understand why they got Aaron Kruger over Kevin Williamson.
Because he was wasn't he coming off the Ring?
Oh yeah, but that, oh man, this is why I hate when he gets a solo writing credit. That's not Transformers, because the Ring, it's been come out that it was rewritten so many times. F1,
Really?
yeah. Like there's Ghost Riders on the Ring. F1 came to find out some really big heavy hitters rewrote on that, like legendary script writers. Like I can't remember all of them. Like they're major people, but the one I do remember is seeing Aaron Sorkin worked on F1.
And you know what? I can see that.
Yep.
I can kind of see, now that you say that, like
I know
Sorkin light.
I know exactly which line came from Sorkin too, where he's just like, we're not auditioning Sonny. Sonny is auditioning us. Because Aaron Kruger's not that clever. He's not that clever.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah, like there's a lot of screenwriters that worked on the script for F1. I forget everybody who worked on it, but I looked at all the uncredited. I was just like, Yeah, man. Stop hyping up this nigga, man.
Yeah.
Because we all saw what he wrote on his own.
All right,
Guy
let's,
talking about the Romeo and Juliet law and shit.
all right. Yeah. All right. This explains a lot. But yeah, so we're going off on a tangent. It's I mean, I really have nothing else to say about The Running Man. I enjoyed it
I'm not gonna
as its
say
own.
go see it because
Yeah,
there's
go see
nothing
it.
out. Like, yo, listen, it's a good enough action movie.
Don't I see it if you're gonna see it premium, see it in Dolby.
Or you could see this regular, you know what I'm saying, and save your Dolby money for Now You See Me. Because out of the 3 blockbusters out right now, this is definitely the weakest of the 3.
Okay. All right. For you, like, I still haven't seen Now You See Me, Now You Don't. We had this conversation in our last review when it comes to CGI and magic for me. So we'll see how it holds up for me. I was not.
Oh, I thought you were
I-
gonna go Thursday night.
Was that last night? I don't know. Yeah, no. I forgot I had work.
All right. When you get into it.
This weekend
All right.
sometime. I enjoyed this movie, right? I enjoyed The Running Man. I'm glad that for the most part it was the book, and the ending, even though they changed it, I understand why they changed it, and it is the most it is the best way they could have done it and still had it still be kind of true to the book.
And it's satisfying. Like, I'll give them that.
Right.
The ending
It's
is
satisfying.
satisfying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to take that away. Like, it is a crowd pleasing ending, and I'm like,
right. I'm not like the way it is.
I'm not going to poo poo it.
I'm not mad at it.
You're right. Like, the ending for the book is the ending for the book. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah. If the movie had ended like the book, it might have triggered a war. It might like there might be rioting in the streets.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wrong time to be putting out an ending like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Look, I'm not mad at this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. It's just to me, I expected so much better, and this has major problems that are just glaring to me.
Right.
I don't hate it.
I expected more, but I could have hated it much more. Right?
Yes,
Like I could have ended up hating this.
Right.
Right? And it just does not seem like an Edgar Wright film. I think that's the most disappointing thing about it for me is it does not feel like Edgar Wright. And like
it doesn't really commit to the politics it presents either. That's also a little disappointing. Because Edgar's a little more sharper than that as a writer.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because like there's 2 other writers listed on this, right?
Well, the one dude's listed twice. So Michael Bacall and Edgar Wright. And it's just because he worked on so many different drafts of the script before Edgar got it, and him and Edgar worked on it together for the final draft.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this I mean, I don't know who to blame for this. Right? I don't know if Michael Bacall or Edgar Wright.
Right.
So, but enjoyable. You could do. It is not the worst movie I've seen this year.
Oh, hell no.
Theaters,
Hell
right?
no. Hell
not by a long
no.
shot. Right?
Hell no.
Is this going to be in my top 10 of the year or top for the year? No, it's not even in my top for. You know what? It's in my top for Stephen King adaptations.
It won't, for me, this won't even get an honorable mention. Because I like to do honorable mentions for movies I enjoyed, but just aren't good enough, if that makes sense, to be on a best of list from me.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, and I get it. I just wish I had gotten Edgar Wright's version of The Running Man instead of Edgar Wright's version of The Running Man.
Who knows, man? Maybe he's really proud of this, and this is his movie. And to that, I say, look, good for you, man. Like, I hope you make another movie that I really love, because up until this point, I've really, minus The World's End, I've always loved all of your movies.
Okay,
So
so I thought I was the only one who didn't like The World's End.
man, that movie, I watched it once and I saw it on my birthday before I went
Mm,
to New York and had one of the most depressing birthdays of my life.
what
Uh,
is?
so rewatching it, and that's the only time I've seen it. And then I tried to rewatch it again like a couple of years ago, and it's just knowing how the movie plays out, like even from the beginning when it's trying to be funny, I'm like, dog, this is just depressing to watch. You're
Yeah.
just watching a dude out of control drag his friends down with him. It's just, and you know how the movie ends, and it's just like, man, this movie's just a bummer, man. Like I can't. If I'm gonna watch a bummer of a movie, bro, I'm gonna watch Hamnet, which I'll review next week. Like that's
Uh,
a bummer I can sit through.
right.
Another movie I'm gonna review next week, Train Dreams. That movie's a fucking bummer, but that's also another bummer I can sit through. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
at
right, right.
least those are about life, you know, if that makes sense, versus
Mm.
where this is supposed to be like a broad comedic action comedy.
Yeah, no, I can't. I'm not going to disagree with you. World's End, it doesn't ruin the Cornetto trilogy, but I
It is a
it
bummer to watch, man.
it is a bummer to watch. The ending is like it feels very white fantasy, right? Like it feels very like mediocre white man doesn't want to grow up, so blows up the world so he doesn't have to grow up.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying because the movie rewards, even though he sobers up,
Right.
he
It rewards mediocrity.
right versus where Shaun of the Dead, he actually did grow up.
Right. Mhm.
Okay.
Like he had to get better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is not the best Edgar Wright film for me, but it's not the worst. I'm still waiting for him to top Baby Driver.
Look, man, uh, I love Baby Driver. I think I do agree that is his best movie because it's the best of Edgar all
Right.
in one movie. And what the thing I love about Baby Driver is that feels like a studio movie that we used to get all the time where like you get this auteur to come in and just make a movie on a big budget
Right.
and
Well,
it kills.
right, like where they get to cook.
Right.
And mind you, when I talk about Edgar Wright, I'm also talking about his TV shit, like because remember he did that TV show Spaced,
Space.
right? Yeah,
I
which was great. And
and
like a lot of the stuff that we see in earlier Edgar Wright was honed in Spaced.
And like, bro, I really do like serious Edgar Wright too, because Last Night in Soho there's not a joke in that movie. And for me, it's still pretty effective Gallo movie, like Italian Gallo movie. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, like it felt like a true homage to
Those Italian
uh
Gallos. Yeah.
yeah those Italian horror films, right? Or suspense films.
Like
Yeah,
that's
I
him
don't have.
making an Argento movie, because that does have like lots of shades of the OG Suspiria in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, he even mentioned that in some of his interviews, which is cool. I don't have a problem with him going outside of his realm, but
It has to
my
be
it
he's
has to be him,
yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Because
because
even Last Night in Soho was a
that's an Edgar Wright movie
right,
with a
exactly,
capital EW. Like
right.
his fingerprints are all over that. Honestly, I think that movie's underrated because even watching the behind the scenes, I was just like, this shit would drive me insane. And it is driving him insane, but he's doing it with so much patience and
Mhm.
panache. And not only doing these long ass oneers where they got to keep changing the background, but doing it on film. So there's like no really margin of error.
Yeah, like I don't like I don't love uh Last Night in Soho as much as a lot of people do,
Right.
but on a pure artistic level, you have to fucking give it its props, right? On a pure artistry level, it is a masterclass,
Right.
right? I just some of the character work bothered me. more than anything.
All right, because some people are receiving Running Man better than Last Night in Soho, and I'm just like, I don't see it, y'all.
Yeah, like so. Last Night in Soho, better film. Running Man enjoyed more.
Damn, because I enjoyed as even as entertainment, I kind of enjoyed Last Night in Soho more.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like and like for me, a lot of the reasons I don't like Last Night in Soho is the character work.
Fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough.
Um.
Before we get out of here, Jeff, before next episode, I need you to do me a favor.
Sure.
Go on Tubi
Uh-huh.
and watch this movie by Ken Russell from the 80s. William Hurt's first movie, because I just saw it the other day. And this is the reason why I want you to watch it is because after I watched it, I was like, oh, that movie was made specifically for me. And you'll understand why once you watch it, because it was on the Criterion channel. And then it left because I kept falling asleep because I was just too zooted. And I finally got through it. And I was like, this is the perfect movie by me. It's called Altered States.
Oh, I've seen Altered States.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, that's a movie made specifically for me and me alone.
Yeah, no, Altered States is, I mean, it's fucked. But yeah. Oh, shit. All right. I didn't know it was on,
Tubi?
Yeah, on Tubi.
Yo.
You know, sometimes Tubi be coming through.
Hey, man, guess what? Last week, Criterion put out the 4K Blu-ray for it.
Okay, so you gonna grab that?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I cannot
All
wait
right.
to make my future wife watch that movie.
That's the test. That's the test if she's going to be your future wife.
Altered States. I do feel bad for William Hurt's wife, and now I was like, damn, though, she is in love with a psychopath.
I mean,
And she
look,
knows it, too.
all 80s wives should get awards on and off the screen. You did the best you could with the worst people you could.
Yo, somebody's review on Letterboxd for that was men would rather take psychoactive drugs that regress their genes and evolution than go to therapy and tell their wives they love them.
Truth. Look, men are nothing but toxic sacks walking around with huge boners trying to fuck. I mean, what do you want to say?
I think everybody is equally toxic.
Yeah.
Because, yo, listen, the world's going to implode before it gets better. Because, yo, before we get out of here, yo, Jeff, you know what I saw before while I was taking a shit this morning?
What were you taking? What were you watching? What were you taking a shit?
While I was taking a shit, I was on my phone reading the news, and there was a headline that said, Megyn Kelly,
Yeah, I saw the video. And it's
where
like
she apologized. She's like, oh yeah, 15-year-old girls are adult women because they're going through puberty and they have their periods. And I was just like, oh boy. Like,
stop trying to defend this motherfucker and his fuckery.
Then and this is the same dude who claims you had psychosis because you were on your period.
Right? Just stop trying to defend this motherfucker.
I could not believe reading that. I was like, bro, like as a woman, like I'm a man and I'm just like profoundly disturbed, but she's a woman and she's like, oh yeah, it's okay for men to sleep with 15-year-olds.
This is not the 1400s where the life expectancy for anybody was 22, right? That's what people don't understand, right? It's like, you know, back in the old days, you married 50, you'd have a whole entire family by the time a chick was 16. It's like, yeah, because you were dying at 22, 23, right? No one saw 30. So yeah,
I find
getting married at 12 it has a different flair.
I find it that we are now at a point where people are making excuses to have relations with underage
Stop it.
children.
Stop it. I don't even like having a conversation with anyone below the age of 25. Right?
I could not imagine dating somebody younger than 30, and even at 30, there's still some motherfuckers who are still immature. I do not want even to talk to anybody in their 20s, bro. That's just exhausting. Like, Jeff, I watched the first couple episodes of I Love LA, and I was watching, I'm like, yo, thank God I'm not in my 20s anymore. Cause like everything and everyone in those first 2 episodes was just exhausting. I'm like, dog, this is exhausting to just sit down and watch.
And I watched the trailer for that, and I was like, huh, this is probably really good, but I don't have the energy to deal with.
Yeah,
that.
it is exhausting, dog. I was
Yeah.
just like, this is an exhausting show to watch on for so many different reasons.
Yeah, I was just like, this is a maybe the whole entire season needs to drop, and then I'll binge it in one day.
I'm glad I'm catching it episode to episode. I still, for a show that I don't like,
Right.
you guys got me on the hook for wanting to see what's going to happen week after week, because like this shit is exhausting.
Yeah, I mean, it looked as exhausting. So yeah, I'm glad that it was confirmed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, so we can't even watch shows that star people below 30. Who the fuck wants to be in a relationship
Right.
with someone
Yo,
like 15?
Rachel
right?
Sennot's character in this show starts off
Yeah.
on her birthday. She's turning, I can't remember if it's 28 or 27. I think she's turning 27.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, you're 27. How are you this exhausting? Like, that is wild.
Yeah. So like,
And everybody's calling her old and shit. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
because they don't know what old is, right? But miss me with this justifying fucking and being in a relationship with people who are not legally allowed to fucking drive a car, right?
Or drink.
Or
vote.
drink or vote. Yeah, like
I don't even
stop
want
trying
to
to
be with
justify that
somebody
shit.
the legal drinking age. Ugh.
Yeah, like stop trying to justify relationships with these motherfuckers, right? Stop trying to justify fucking 14-year-olds. Have you seen 14-year-olds? They're fucking awkward. And they smell.
I spend too much time on social media as is. I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody where that's their whole life.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's coming from somebody who spends too much time on the shit. Like I do. I spend too much fucking time. One, just because news always breaks out on social media, and then I
Right.
got to get information from our fellow colleagues about shit because we're always left in the dark. And then two, got a fucking business to run. And I'm just like, dog, I'm exhausted just because I have to be on this shit.
Yeah. So like, miss me with grown men
Yeah.
trying to fuck children. Megyn Kelly, you should have your womanhood taken away. When I say
Yeah.
that, like, I don't want you. I don't want any other woman to recognize you as a woman because you are a collaborator. You are justifying this shit for a man who would not piss on you if you were on fire to put it out if you weren't a pretty blonde woman.
And again, he insulted you on fucking live television. Like, we all saw it. They made a whole fucking movie about it.
Yeah. So like
the movie's terrible, but like still, it was so crazy that they had to make a fucking movie about it.
stop defending your abuser. Stop justifying that. Be better, girl. Be better.
All right. Well, next week.
This episode went everywhere. We were supposed to do like a quick 20-minute review of this of the Running Man, and it went.
Yo, listen. Next week's gonna be a lot of emotions too, because again, we're in the middle of award season, and I've seen some movies that have made me I saw a movie that made me question my life. I was like, damn, this nigga made a Terrence Malick movie better than the last few Terrence Malick movies. Like, I swear up and down, this movie's a masterpiece. And I'm just walked out of that. I'm just like, I wonder what that bird's story is. What's the story of my thumbprint? What am I doing here? And
What
then
movie is this? What is this?
Train Dreams.
Train Dreams. All right.
And then there's another movie where I was just like, damn, that was, as Jeff, I'm gonna steal Jeff's quote for The Long Walk, where I was like, that's beautifully poetic. Like it's a heartbreaking film, but damn, Chloe Zhao is back, baby. I was just like, woof, what a uppercut. Like Jesse Buckley giving a performance of a lifetime, Paul Mescal back, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then we're gonna be talking about the second half of something where I could not believe from moment to moment what was unfolding on screen. I cannot wait for Jeff to see this motherfucker. And then I'll be talking about a murder mystery. I'm talking about a murder mystery because goddamn, again, it's award season. I feel like a schizophrenic. I'm watching like 10 movies a week, slowly losing my mind on the fluctuating movies. I feel like a schizophrenic. I really do.
Well, I honestly, I had to take a break from watching everything. Right? Like for literally for the last 2 weeks, I've just been rewatching shit that I've already watched before, just so like I need a palate cleanser.
Yeah, man, because like, dog, like going from these really hard hitting dramas to a comedy. Oh, you still got to talk about a comedy drama where I'm just like, the message of this movie is insane. Like I've seen so much, and I'm just like, yo, this award season, like outside of a few movies, I'm like, this shit has been pretty fucking bad.
Look, I mean, this is our blockbuster year, right? This is our year of like, because every year, like it comes and goes, right? So every year you get your artistic prestige film year, and then you get your big budget blockbuster year, right? And then it comes and goes like that. So this feels like, if any, like we're talking more about the bigger budget shit because the lower budget shit isn't hitting.
Yeah, it is not at all. I saw Gus Van Sant's first movie in like 7, 8 years, and even that, I'm just like, damn, man, okay. Like, it's good, but it like,
I mean, look, I'm the only person out here who thinks Gus Van Sant is overrated. He did one good movie,
which one?
Good Will Hunting.
You don't like what about To Die For?
2 good movies.
All right. Did you fuck with Finding Forrester?
You're the Man Now, dog. Yeah, it was fine.
All right.
It was
All
fine.
right.
It was fine.
All right. I fuck with Psycho because like that's just an insane thing to do with that cast. And the only reason he did it, that's why I fuck with it, because I'm like, bro, you just have to be insane just to do it for the reason he did it. You know why he did it, right?
Just to see he could do it, right? No.
He did it just because he wondered what Psycho would look like in color. I was just like, okay, I respect that. I'm not even mad. I respect that shit.
So, and I get that. That's when he had that clout. Like he had that run in the early 2000s, late 90s. But here's the thing about the Psycho remake. Anne Heche, perfect casting. Vince Vaughn.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. Terrible.
Right? Like, for one thing, like, so if you don't know about the Gus Van Sant remake of Psycho, it is shot for shot. Right?
Yeah, and he got to do what Kubrick originally wanted to do, which is he wanted the opening shot to be one shot, so he pulled that off.
Right. But Vince Vaughn is like, what, 6'4"?
Yeah.
And Anthony
Perkins.
Anthony Perkins.
Oh, we still got to see Osgood's new movie.
Did they send us I haven't checked the emails.
It came out. It came out. They did very limited. Yeah, dude, they only showed it to like 4 critics. I found out about this yesterday. They only showed it to 4 critics. Let me know when you're free this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, hit me up.
All right.
Hit me up. Yeah, is it in the Chamonix?
We could do in the Chamonix or fucking Market Fair, either one.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know. I mean, I get, yeah.
It's only an hour and a half, dog.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'm not doing 3 hours. But so the funniest thing about the Psycho remake is when Vince Vaughn is running up the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because not only is it shot for shot, they didn't even like the set is exactly the same, right?
Oh, they
The
didn't rebuild it or nothing?
Right? Like I think it's the exact same specifications, right? So watching Anthony Perkins run up those stairs is different because he's like maybe 5'10", maybe 6 foot,
Right.
right? But seeing the same framing, the same dimensions of space for the set, seeing uh Vince Vaughn and his uh, uh, I'm not body shaming, but he's got a fucking big ass. And seeing him run up these long legs and seeing him run up those stairs was absolutely fucking hilarious.
Yo, which is wild because I believed him as an action hero in The Lost World.
Right. But like as a stand-in for Ed Gein, right? As a cross-dressing murderer, yeah, no. Vince Vaughn's not it.
Why am I the only person who remembers that though, dog? Like that he was in The Lost World.
Because he was like he's in it and then he's not. Right? Like once they get to and on Issa Nuble, once he gets to the outpost, doesn't he just fucking disappear? Once we find out that he was a fucking saboteur?
No, he escapes with them.
I know he escapes with them, but like he disappears from the actual movie for a large chunk of time because he's off signaling somebody, right?
No, he was always on their side. He was never like a double crosser.
No, he wasn't double crossing, but like, doesn't he just disappear for a good chunk of the middle of the movie?
You know what? As a palate cleanser, I'll watch that shit tonight. I'm gonna watch that shit tonight. Because the new one, they're all up on Peacock because Peacock uploaded Rebirth. So I'll watch Lost World tonight. I don't need no excuse to rewatch Lost World. I'll watch that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Honestly, I like Lost World despite the fact that the addition of, and I don't have a problem that Jeff Goldblum's daughter is black,
right,
in it, but it seems like they were trying too hard
because it's Spielberg, dog. You gotta have a kid in it,
right?
Because the first one had two, so you needed a kid.
No, like it's not even the kid. It's just like the
kid shouldn't have been in it. I'll be frank with you. Like,
the adopted black daughter
should not have been in it. But I get the logic behind it because it was the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was dumb. It was dumb logic. And also, look, this was also at a time where Spielberg was on his golden god shit, where he's like, I can do no wrong.
Right, like so the fact that they had to make a point that he had an adopted black daughter, it just felt disingenuous to me.
Yes.
Right.
It's also why I was just like watching The Color Purple again. I was just like, oh yeah, Spielberg should have not made this movie.
Right. Yeah. People forget about that. People forget that Steven Spielberg made The Color Purple.
Yeah, I like rewatching that. I was just like, I think there was other black directors at the time who probably should have done this and not,
Right, but it was the 80s. It's.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah,
but yeah,
but also The Lost World is like that. The black daughter and the once they get off the island, it's infinitely less interesting.
And he wanted to make his kaiju movie. He decided to tack on a kaiju movie, and he did it in a way that is a little corny.
Yeah. You're Steven Spielberg. If you want to make a giant monster movie, just make a giant monster movie.
True. So, point being is next week we're going to have an episode that fluctuates like this, except it's going to be on multiple movies because, again, it's award season and oh, Jesus Christ. I've seen dramas, horror, action thrillers, musical, all within the span of like the past 72 hours. I've seen so many different types of movies, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, y'all.
Okay, it's not even the weekend.
Where I
Y'all
still gotta
motherfuckers-
watch a lot of these, yeah, because now I'm getting screeners for shit. Like I still gotta watch some screeners.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see you. That's episode
187.
Yeah,
187 on
Undercover
Cop.
Cop. All right, Daniel. First question I have is, your character is an integral turning point for both the story and your character, and for Ben's character. Did you bring any of our real world strife to the character of Bradley?
Yeah, you know what? I watched a lot of YouTube's rife with conspiracy theories and people breaking stories, and I really dove into those just to kind of build out that personality and what that looks like and what it must be like to be on camera all the time and be so desperate to get a message out, whether it's true or not. It's true to the person saying it, right? So yeah, I kind of studied a lot of those things just to kind of find the right temperament and energy and how he's communicating. And so that was a big one, because we're really in that space right now where the truth and what's true and what's not true. So there's so much to pull from, which was
Absolutely. And my final question for you is, you're working. This is from a legendary director, man. Nothing but bangers. What was it like working with Edgar Wright, man?
it's like being invited to see a masterwork. He brought so much of his experience to set. He's the perfect director for this because he blends light and dark so well. He can take heavy material and keep the essence of it while still finding ways to make it fun and make it enjoyable. And he's the reason this is such a wild ride and such an entertaining ride while exploring some, very, very deep and heavy and personal themes. And I just think he's the perfect person to find that middle ground in a movie like this.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Daniel.
Thank you.
Too. How you doing?
Good. How you been?
Good, good, good.
Good.
Just gonna jump straight into it. Like, you have great chemistry with Glenn in this movie, and you really feel the relationship between you two. Did you guys get to talk or rehearse before shooting, or did you
Oh
guys
yeah.
meet on set?
Yeah, no. We had some time beforehand, maybe about I want to say 2 weeks of prep. And a lot of that was they were still trying to cast our child. So we had our first interaction was a lot of play dates with these babies. Which, neither one of us are parents. And so we were working really hard to make that look believable. But no, I mean, we instantly got on because we're having to like navigate these circumstances with this live child. But then also we would just make time. He would carve out time for us to sit down and go through the scene and really flesh out who is Sheila and Ben and who were they before they had their kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was their vibe? How do they see each other, right? So
Right.
that way, when we're in these scenes where there's this urgency of the sick child and everything is against us, that it never feels like we're against each other, that you get to see the love and the chemistry and you understand how they even got to have a baby. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
And so that was very key from jump.
Well, I want to just say first and foremost, you're having a great year because Sinners was amazing. This is amazing. So I want to know, how is it working with now Matt Reeves? You worked with now Ryan Coogler and now Edgar Wright. Like, how was it working with Edgar?
I love Edgar. He's just I've been a fan of his work, right? Like before I got to step foot on this set anyway. Because I think the way in which he's able to play with tone and with genre in his filmmaking is very, it's just so spot on. And then also getting to see him up close and see how well prepared he is. Like he has every shot blocked out to a T before we step foot on that set. Yeah.
Whoa, really?
No, he knows exactly what he's looking for. And still in that, I never felt restricted, right? As if things were so mapped out for me that I had no room to explore or play. And that was just mind-blowing to me that he had that level of balance, being that prepared, but also can make room for us to show up and create what we create in the moment. And he's just also just like I could talk to that man. We be just chatty patties. So yeah, love me some Edgar.
Well, again, congratulations. You had an amazing 2025, Jayme. I hope I get to talk to you again. I love chatting with you. We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, aka He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best. It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFire XL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.